So I would love to hear your take on it. What did you get from it, Orlando?
One thing that I definitely got was be open-minded rather than closed-minded. Explore your horizon. Where I know, for example, one step that I definitely do all the time, exercise. That's definitely a stress reliever where it clears your mind and it allows you to focus more to develop your personality in a sense to become better, to become the better person than what you were.
I love that. One clap for you. I absolutely want to cultivate that, and that's something I'm working on like ASAP. So I love that, and it releases endorphins, so it's gonna lower your stress, make you feel better. When you look better, you feel better. When you feel better, you do better. Just by you. What do you feel, Key?
I definitely love this. I definitely need the refresher. But my favorite one is review your day. And the reason why, I like to journal, but I talk so much. My journal entry be like 4 pages long and my hand be hurting at the end of the night, so I don't even journal. But I like the fact that they say go through every part of your day because you need to, one thing I'm trying to do is make sure all of my actions are aligned, not with who I am at the moment, but the woman I want to be. Because I constantly keep thinking of this like be, do, have thing. Sometimes I get my order messed up, meaning like sometimes I think I have to have certain things, then I can do certain things, and I'll be the type of woman that I want to be when that's not the order. You be that woman first, and then you do that thing. You do the things that that woman would do, and then you'll have the things that that woman would have. So just making sure that my decisions, my actions are aligned with the woman that I want to be. So
I love that. What clap for you? That's definitely something I try to think about as well. You're on the goddess potter's wheel, however you want. I'm super dramatic. I'm a rebel. You're on the goddess potter's wheel, so you're always like chiseling and sculpting yourself to be the ideal. But really, we're returning back to authentic self. So that's juice. Brandon, what did you get from it?
I really like when it said take a view from above. So basically, like a lot of problems and issues that you may see as big are really minuscule when you have to compare it to somebody else's problems or the universe as a whole. As well as they said that they do it in the morning, basically prepares for the day in the morning, and then at night he reviews the day. I think that was I think I need to hear that because I'm good in the morning, but I do slack off like at nighttime. I don't review over my day and actually go through all the steps that I do in the morning. So I definitely took that from it as well.
Juice by you. I love that. And you guys are literally saying everything I got from it. So I know like the effects I got, you got too. Me too. Like I do journal and I write a lot. But he's not just talking about journaling. He's talking about like analyzing your day. Like being super analytical, like you said, about problems that are very minuscule. And I love that you use the word minuscule, right? Things that are minuscule that seem very huge right now. When you look at the total sum of life, and especially me, I'm from a poor country. So when I hear things that are going on and I see things that people prioritize, I'm like, you don't even know how lucky you are. You don't even know. So it's kind of like a gut check, like you're self-checking yourself every day. Like, did I go a little bit out of line? Was that really that serious? So it's thinking from like a mature emotional space. Juice by you. Fonts.
I took two things from it. I took what Bernie said, take a view from above. The way I took it, I didn't really take it as looking at other people's problems. I took it as looking at yourself from above. So really looking over yourself as a person, as a whole, just looking over yourself to see what you do wrong in your day or what you do wrong as a person. Another thing I took from it was spend time with your family. Not just your family, but your friends as well. With me, I got a lot of homies, a lot of friends, family that died that I wish I had more time with, growing up. So, taking that into effect, spending time with your family and your friends, that's a good thing to, hold on to as well. Because you never know when it's going to be your last.
Juice by you, one clap. Those are my two favorites too. So I really love, obviously I do try to spend time with family as much as I can, but what he was saying that touched me was quality of the time, not being distracted. Sometimes you think because you're in somebody's presence, you're spending time. You're not. You're there, but you're vacant. You're on your phone, you're on the computer. So I'm working on cultivating that. And the big one that you said that I found very powerful when I watched this was the view from above. I think of it as a quote. I can't remember the quote exactly, but I believe it says that an ant will never understand the perspective of an eagle. Not everybody, you're not meant to fix or impact on or imprint everyone. The people that need to get from you will get from you. So stop making things a big deal. Stop trying to convert everybody into your notions. Your vibe will attract your tribe. That's what I got from it. So just by you. Mike, I'd love to hear your perspective.
All right, so I have two as well, which is review your day before and meditate in the morning. What I call from there is, for example, in the business, when you, of course, not every day is a good day. You have your ups and downs. When it's a bad day, just review, like what did you do wrong, and then just make it better. And next day, just meditate. We're meditating and just comfortably just letting everything go. It's gonna be a new day, new opportunity, and prepare for your day before facing a task. It's example of what I do daily basis. What I think about when I wake up, how the day is gonna look, how cold is gonna be. Is it gonna be a rainy day? I'm gonna view all that, so I prepare myself before leaving my house.
Choose
So I
by
thought the
you.
most is just review your day and be prepared.
Choose by you. We'll clap for that. Absolutely, I've seen you do it, and I know it's hard being a sector leader, hearing everybody's opinions, but then making a decision for the collective. That's a lot of stress. So reviewing and unpacking at the end of the night, I'm sure you'll see value in that. So thank you for that perspective. Clemence, what did you get from this?
Okay, first of all, thank you for this video. Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about two things.
Mhm.
Cause lately I think everybody here was when I did my speech, right?
Mhm.
No, except Demetrius. But so lately I've been really sick,
Mm.
really sick. And the two things I said I'm gonna talk about three, but the two things that helped me a lot are the first one, and the two first one.
Mhm.
The first one was eliminate external stimuli.
Mhm.
That's the advice of the doctor.
Yes.
I didn't see your video, but that's what my doctor told me. Because I had palpitation, I almost have heart attack,
Mm.
so I was really sick. And they didn't know what I had, so I did a lot of blood work,
Mhm.
cancer, everything, but they couldn't find anything.
Mm.
But they realized that I had a problem with my heart. So the thing the doctor told me, before you go to bed, turn off your phone.
Mhm.
Don't watch TV. Don't talk to anyone. Try to meditate. Try to pray. Do something just yourself
Mhm.
before you go to bed. Because I couldn't sleep at night. I can spend like 2 days or 3 days without sleeping.
Mhm.
That, not that I wanted it, but I couldn't sleep at all.
Yeah.
So that's what the doctor told me. And he told me to get some physical exercise.
Mhm.
Yeah. My age, my height, you say
Mhm.
height,
Mhm.
and my weight were not good at all.
Mhm.
It wasn't matching at all. So that's what the doctor told me. Eat healthy
Mhm.
and try to do some exercise. And before I got the job, the doctor told me, you have to walk 40 minutes, at least 40 minutes per day.
You're definitely doing
But
that.
I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that. I was feeling comfortable, sitting on my bed, watching movies,
Mhm.
eating my snacks.
Yeah, I know.
But when I got the interview with Demetrius and I came here,
Mhm.
my first day on the field, I said, no, I won't be able to do it.
Mm.
My heart was I was feeling in pain.
Mhm.
Not really in pain. Like
Yeah.
my heart,
Palpitations. Yeah.
I had it. So my doctor was, no, keep going. No.
Mhm.
The first day, the first week, it was difficult, but after that, I got it, and to be honest, I feel much better.
Juice by you. Juice by you. That's really powerful because you did it despite the discomfort, and
Yeah.
that's the whole point. It's like pushing yourself through the limits, like knowing that you think you have a limit. I remember, I don't know if it was Shay or Key that did an exercise when you go like put your fist in.
Mm-hmm.
And then the more you do it, you think, this is it, I can't. But then when you push a little, you can. And that's what makes you a strong person. Being strong is not being able to knock down walls and do this and do that. Being strong is being able to be knocked down and get right back up. Knocked down, get right back up. Knocked down. And you keep doing it. And then your body is going to start to conform to your mind. Because your mind is what controls all. Your body always is, it's designed to tell you, no, it's fight or flight, right? Your body's designed to be comfortable. That's why we like to be lazy. We like to be in bed because our body, that's our natural state, right? But when we push, when the mind push, the body follows. So the mind is in charge. So juice by you. Yes, where energy flows or an intention flows, the body will go. So set your intention, do it despite, and I'm glad that you stayed and stuck it out, and look at you now.
I feel better.
All right, Tariq, what did you get out of it?
Y'all funny. I utilize a lot of these traits, and I'm glad that I'm not alone. I have a philosopher monster, so I know I'm on a great track. And I definitely disconnect from the world. I don't watch TV as much, play on social media, things of that nature. And since I work so much, I always try to best spend time with my family as much as I can. So I definitely pick up a lot from this, but them are the two that I agree with the most. What's the word I'm looking for? I agree with, but resonate with the most.
Absolutely, Tariq. Just by you one class, I do feel like you have a powerful presence. Even before you spoke, I felt it. So you could tell like certain things. Like I love reading people's energy, and it's like when you read somebody's energy, you could tell the people who stand in who they are and the people who are still wobbling in who they are. And you stand in who you are, and that's very admirable. So just by you. I would love to hear what you have to say, Roby. What did you think of it?
So I took a lot from it. I know everybody keeps saying that, but a lot of phrases stuck out to me. But I'm gonna touch on number 5 the most.
Choose.
But the phrases that stuck out to me was like seek stillness, awareness to your actions, review your actions, what will blah 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 do. The one thing that also, the big phrase that stuck out to me was don't rush this. When he was talking about the family, that hit home.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna go there, but number 5, right?
Got you.
Yeah. Number 5. So, taking a viewpoint from above, I already had kind of that mindset. I'm one of those people that think like everything happens for a reason. That encounter situations, that's when I deal with people. Right now I'm in the understanding of trying to understand the people that I'm dealing with on a day-to-day basis. Like what's the reasoning for me here? So the way I approach life now is just looking at it like, all right, this person is the next chapter in my lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Choose by you.
So that stuck out to me because that just let me know and confirm like, okay, I am on the right track of looking at things the way, confirming that how I'm looking at life is a rightful way, or I'm on my right path. You know what I'm saying? Me and you had discussions.
Absolutely, all the time. Just by you, one clap. And the eloquent thing about you, the thing I like about you is your mind is open. And you're literally like a sponge. You absorb and you know what to purge out. So you definitely have like this old soul. I'm sure you've heard it before. And you always doubt it. And I always tell you, your gut is usually on point. So don't second guess yourself for sure. And that's something I had to learn. But I see a lot of like my younger self in you. That's me sounding like the auntie, but it's true. I love it. I love it. Molly, what did you get out of it?
My favorite one that I got out of it was number 1, external stimuli.
Yeah.
Right. I definitely agree that we go through a lot on a day-to-day basis. So being able to zone out. It could be in the morning, throughout the day, just finding a few minutes to yourself and just really zone out. Right? Really zone out, no distractions. I'm talking about no work. I'm talking about don't worry about the phone device. Just really zone out with yourself and really, figure out how you're gonna complete your day and being able to just get back on track with your day, right?
True.
We all have a lot of distractions that, throw us off. Just being able to just zone out, take that time with yourself, external stimulation, and just get back to work, get to what you gotta do.
Juice by you, one clap. And I can be a witness and attest to the fact that I've seen you do it. I've seen you walk away from everybody and stand still, and everybody's laughing, but I know what you're doing. And even though you're theatrical, you're very much aware of your feelings and how you feel and acknowledging that moment, and that's something that takes people years to get. So you definitely live your moment and you live your truth. So Juice by you. The lovely Joyce, I would love to hear what you got from this.
Okay, well, first of all, I just want to say thank you for the video. That was really amazing. And I took 2 things. The first thing was to eliminate external stimulus, which is basically to disconnecting from negativity. I think especially on this job, sometimes we do great and sometimes we don't do as great. and to just learn to separate the two things and not take it the negativity, which sometimes you be on zero or sometimes you get two, but to not take the negativity and stay instead of taking the negativity, just to take it as like a challenge for you to do better the next day and as a lesson. And also the second one that I really like was take a view from above, which is basically to look at yourself, to look at your actions, your problems, your goals, what you want to do in life as a third person. I think it's always, we used to say, look yourself in the mirror and see like your issues and try to figure out who you really are. So yeah, those two were the main things for me.
Just by you, one class. Absolutely, you said it best. It's always about that reflection. We're here for self-development, but true self-mastery can only come from yourself. It sounds redundant, but the little things that we do, I always say thoughts become things. So that's pretty much my overall view of the video when I watched it. It was like he said, a reconfirmation for me of things that I've been slacking on and things I need to reinforce, relook at, refresh. Sometimes you need a fresh pair of eyes. That's why it's not like you don't know these things, but hearing them from a different perspective, with a fresh perspective and a fresh view, it just reminds you of things you need to do. So all the things you guys said are definitely the things I got. So like minds think alike. But how do we do this? Like, Mpower is a very stressful job, as we know. It's not fun. We make it look good, but it's hard. You're knocking on doors, you're dealing with elements, you're dealing with people, you're dealing with moods, you're dealing with so much. And we don't really go home and unpack all of that. But if we could do that every night, at least a little bit, it's gonna get better. Because when I first started here, I was a mess on the field. And the people who started with me could tell you. First of all, I was way out of my element. It was way out of my element. I was not dressed for the field most of the time. I had to learn to be. I was not used to people telling me no. I know that sounds crazy. I wasn't used to rejection. My motto in life, if you call any of my friends that I've known for over 20 years, my motto is like, if I want it, it's mine. And Mpower knocked me down and humbled me really quick. And I'm grateful for it. Because I got to have an eye view, an eagle-eye view of myself. And I look at this job as more developmental. I know we always say we're here for the money. If I'm being frank, I'm not really here for the money. I like money. Everybody likes money. But I'm really here because it stepped me out of my comfort zone. And it showed me, because when I told everybody I was doing this job, everybody was like taking bets. You're going to be here a month, 2 months, 3 months. I've been here a year. October 11th made it a year. And a lot of people lost money, okay? So I love the person that I'm becoming, like he has said. I'm on the Goddess Potter's wheel. A few ways to try to cultivate this. I'm gonna go quick because I know we're going above time. This is so deep and we could be on this all day, but we can't because there's people waiting. So seek stillness, meaning find time for yourself, all right? Feed your mind, read something, write something, hear something. If you don't like to read, get an Audible is a great app. You could take a picture of the book and the phone will read it for you, right? Water your soul, whatever that means to you. You work out, right? I know some people, I can't function until I have my tea and time for myself. I wake up every day at 5 a.m. before my husband and my daughter so I can have room for myself, just to be quiet in a room. And I have my own little room that I go to and I sit there and I think and I do whatever. Because you need that time for yourself. No matter how much we love family and friends, we have to be accountable for our feelings and our actions, and the time to reflect on it is that stillness time, okay? Strategize. For you to become a better strategist, because I feel like Mpower is nothing but teaching you how to be a great strategist, right? Leadership comes with strategy. You have to set time aside for it. You have to actually write things down. You have to actually plan your day. And what time do you have? You're here from 11:30 to 7:30. When you go home, instead of hopping on the phone or calling Bay or doing all of that, give yourself 30 minutes. You don't even have to make it this insurmountable thing. Give yourself 30 minutes where you're going to sit and you're like, yo, today was this. We always ask the FRs, what was the hardest thing for you the day before? Do we ask ourselves when we go home, what was hard for you today? When so-and-so said that, why did it hurt me so much? Why am I so attached to this emotion? Why was I so attached to that sale? And you're going to find out things about yourself that you didn't know. And that's really what therapy is. I know. I've been. Okay? All they do is make you self-reflect. All right? So try to practice that. It makes you a better person, which is going to make you a better leader. Right? Lay out a plan. You can plan out your whole week. My Sundays are off limits. I don't really do anything on Sunday. I'm home with my family and I plan things. We plan what we're doing for the month, the year, whatever. We talk, right? This is our time to talk and like, how was your week? Da, 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 da. So I implore you to do the same. Unpack and reflect on your past week. Things that you did that worked for you, that got you that double, that got you to double your quota, triple your quota, 1.5. Okay, what could I have done to make sure that my teammate also doubled? That's what I'm learning as a leader. It's not what you're doing only, but what are you duplicating, right? Because nobody wants to just clap for you all the time. So how can you trickle that to them? So you sit there and you're like, okay, I know what this person's strength is. Let me help cultivate that so that they can get better results, right? And then rest. Like really rest. Like put on, I don't know, I'm really dramatic, so I put on like rainforest music or Sade, and I go in a dark room. I love the darkness. And I just lay there. And Harry's like, what are you doing in there? And I'm like, I need time. Just for me. No noise. And my family knows. I get mommy passes for birthdays and stuff. A mommy pass is just a couple of hours by myself. And that's the best gift I get them, okay? So have a Joyce pass. Have a Nairobi pass where you're off limits. You shouldn't be so accessible all the time to everyone. Because then you become kind of like all over the place. You shouldn't be so accessible. You don't have to pick up every phone call. I deliberately let people go on red all the time. And I feel no qualms about it, okay? It's okay to have that time to rest and really reflect. And then I would say, utilize here for your self-development, but when you take these notes, do you go home and reflect on them and rewrite them in your own words? I do that. I would employ you to do that. I always write the name of the person who gave me the juice. But then I go home and I reword it in my own language so that it can really register. It's kind of like going to church and hearing a sermon, but you're like, how does that really apply to me? You have to customize it for yourself. So when you get these notes, it's great. But I always go home and rewrite the note in my way so that it can be broken down in increments that I can understand it. So I implore you to do that. So that's pretty much it, guys. We said it all. Now, this is just another